So, an exam question on inequalities. Solve the equation, and then down here we get an inequality. So first off, we are trying to solve x squared plus 12x plus 31 equals 0. What's the first method we would usually try? Factorising. How do we know factorising isn't going to work here? Because 31's a prime number, yeah. 31's a prime number, so it's just not going to work, okay? So you've got two choices. You can either do it by completing the square, or you can do it the formula. Which would people prefer? Formula. Right, hands up for formula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands up for completing the square. Completing the square it is. Okay, so what will we try first of all then? X, yeah, half of that plus 12 is plus 6. Okay, I'm hoping now that you could probably be doing this in your head. It's going to be an x squared. You know the next bit is going to be the same as this, because that's the whole point. And then 6 squared is 36. So that is what we have. What we need is x squared plus 12x plus 31. So our fix, what will our fix be?
Minus 5.
To get from what we have to what we need, minus 5. So that means it will be x plus 6 all squared minus 5 equals 0. We had to solve it, giving our answers in third form. If it says in third form, it's probably not going to factorise. So next step, what's the next step in solving this?
Add 5 both sides.
Add 5 to both sides. I want to hear people other than the front row. What's the next step in solving this one?
Square root.
That's the front row again. Square root. Okay. Next step. Minus the 6. Normally write it at the beginning. Oh, what have I done wrong? I forgot a square root sign, didn't I? There we go. Okay. So, absolutely fine. There we go. There's our answer. We've done part A. We have solved it. We've given our answers in third form. So that's part A done. Now for part B, thankfully we've got exactly the same thing here, except it's greater than or equal to 0. It's the same as part A, just for this thing here. So we know the roots are minus 6 plus root 5. Root 5, roughly what size is root 5?
2 point.
Yeah, it's got to be between 2 and 3, hasn't it? Because root 9 is 3, root 4 is 2, so it's going to be 2 and a bit. So it's going to be minus 6 minus 2, which is going to be negative, and minus 6 plus 2 and a bit, which is also going to be negative. Is it a happy or a sad curve?
It's a happy.
Yeah, it's a happy curve. Okay, so it's looking like that. Okay, so that root there is minus 6 minus root 5. That root there is minus 6 plus root 5. And we want it to be greater than 0. In other words, above the x-axis. So that's here and here. So that is when x is to the left of the smaller root, and when x is to the right of the larger root. Why haven't I got full marks?
What was the closest string?
The question was solve the inequality that is written down here. Why have I not got full marks yet? Yep, okay, if there's the extra bar on the inequality here, I need to make sure I've got that extra bar in my inequality down there as well.
Is that it?
Okay. If you're interested in that one, there were 3 marks for part A and there were 2 marks for part B. And we'll do another example in a different video clip.